What's going on, man? Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look, what I got in my box today is going to be your freedom of press. There's a reason why your founding fathers put that in the Constitution, that your government cannot stop you from reporting the news. So that's what I'm going to try to do with you guys today. Remember I said I got Charlie in the Box videos, Charlie in the Box news. Check this out. See, right now, even in today's time, 2011, there's other countries that don't let their news organization report the news that their government's in bed with global corporation, or the government is doing tyranny and imposing unjust laws on the people. But see, that's why they gave us a Constitution and a Bill of Rights, your Declaration of Independence, because it made something different in America. Because one man could stand on his own and report the news, or bear arms, or form a militia, and all these different things. But we as Americans just don't quite know all these things because we haven't been taught it. So I'm going to show you guys how the news is being manipulated in America. See, our mainstream media is in bed with the corporations just like our government is. And all the news is ever going to show you is this little piece right here. Just look right here. I just want you to look at my shoulder. Because all this rest of me and all my mouth and everything, you really don't need to pay attention to. Just look at my shoulder because it's really freaking buffed, right? But see, there's a difference, because that's why I'm going to show you what they don't show you. See, back in May, they had an immigration reform rally, and I captured some footage. I really didn't know how to use it. So something came to me and said, you know what, show them exactly how the news is reported and how it should be reported. So that's what I'm going to do with you today. I've seen the mainstream media right along with me, but they're only showing the people certain things. And there was a speaker named Stam. When he got off the stage, they rushed him and said, hey man, can you do a little report with us? And then he said, yeah. So I captured some footage, and check this part out.
You good, Matt? Yeah. Okay, so first of all, tell me a little bit about this event.
Well, we've been gathering every year since 2006 to press for immigration reform. And we're hoping that there will be a change. It's not coming quickly enough. We're going to have to double up our efforts.
What are you guys doing today?
We're going to be marching around Fresno State, basically circle. We'll start here in a little while and march down to R Street, to Ventura, to Van Ness, and then back to Fresno Street, back to the gathering point. And so we're going to be doing that. After that, we'll have a continuing program during the afternoon.
So what is your overall message?
Well, you know, right now I think people are very discouraged, somewhat disillusioned, particularly with the Democratic Party and the leadership, the Obama administration, since there's been no movement as promised on immigration reform. So we want to make sure that they're very aware that we're not going to go away. You know, there's too many of us, too many undocumented individuals and families. The situation in Mexico hasn't improved directly as a result of, or closely linked to, the economic recession in the United States. That's not going to improve in the near future. So we don't see a change in the flow of migrants to the United States until there's perhaps some resolution to the issue of economic justice in Mexico and here. Right now, as I said, because of the anti-immigrant measures such as secure communities, which is a legislative piece which was forced on the state of California and other states to process anybody that's got an immigration flag for deportation. We found that women who are raped, individuals who are the targets of violence, individuals who even witnessed that are subject to deportation under the secure communities. So, no, on the contrary, we are actually going backwards in terms of improvements in human rights and in basic treatment of immigrants in the United States. Well, what we've realized, I think more and more immigrants are starting to wake up to the fact that the solution may lie in our own hands, and that the Democratic Party, despite the promises and lip service, is not the one that's going to make the difference. It's going to rely on us, on our economic pressure, on our working through our community organizations and taking political actions to implement our own reform.
Okay, after he was done, I pulled him to the side and said, hey man, check it out, look, my name's Charlie, I do videos on YouTube, and I'm trying to educate the public to really understand what their government's doing, or stuff about, it mean all kinds of different things. Would you do an interview with me? And he said, yeah. I go, look, with me, you can say whatever you want. There's no censorship with me. Just lay it out, brother. And he said, cool, I could do that. So he did this. Check this part out.
So, on the other hand, the Democratic Party has completely disillusioned the immigrant community, has not lived up to any of their promises for any type of immigration reform. The Obama administration has not taken the leadership, used its administrative powers to implement immigration reform or to curb some of the new policies such as secure communities.
If you want to see the rest of Stan's interview with me, I did a video a while back named Stan, check it out. Okay, see, look at the mainstream media, the stuff that you're going to see on there, you're not going to get from me. I tell you guys stuff that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So you know what, that tie and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to get that kind of stuff from me. You're going to get mistakes. I'm going to say things wrong. I'm going to fall and get up. That's just human nature, and I'm just an average person. So look at, see, there's people that are behind the scenes, just like our government, that want these things to happen, want the United States to implode on itself. Because it didn't take a foreign entity to do it. It took unions, socialist groups, communists, and Marxists in our country. If you guys don't know those phrases, look them up. There's nothing good about those for freedom to you or getting back at the establishment. See, there was unions pushing these immigrants out there in the open because they have an agenda. So that's why I always tell you, look who's leading you. And if they're not speaking up for freedom and making things better, they're just going to make things worse. So check these unions I caught out here. Check it out.
SEIU would like to say that we are here for you. We are here for the march, and brown is beautiful.
Will you stay down on your knees? Will you bite the hand that feeds you? Will you stay down on your knees? Will you bite the hand that feeds you? Will you stay down on your knees? Will you bite the hand that feeds you? Will you stay?
If you know anybody that needs to, is interested in becoming a citizen, we've got information there. Citizenship, Democratic Party, and register to vote.
And what's this magazine?
That's the Community Alliance. It's the newspaper of the people. It's free. Comes out once a month, and it's labor and for the people. So.
Did you just hear that lady at the Democrat Party? But check it out, look at. See, if the people that you're standing next to aren't talking about making things better and freedom, you're being led by the wrong people. There's some more people that were at this rally that you really need to hear. So I captured this footage and I'll see you at the end of the video. Check it out.
De los indígenas y raza mexicana, no importa de cuál estado somos, nosotros somos raza indígena y nunca nos pueden decir que nos tenemos que regresar a otro lugar o otro porque ya estábamos aquí nosotros primero. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos. The Brown Berets want you to know that it doesn't matter where you're from, what state of Mexico, what part of so-called South Central America, because before it was that, this land was native land, and whether you're Guatemalteco, Salvadoreño, or Mexicano, you are indigenous, and nobody can tell you to go back to where you came from, because this is where we came from. We didn't cross the border crossed us. The Brown Berets is an inclusive organization, and I'm going to have a compañera here. Voy a tener una compañera que va a hablar sobre, y va a recitar un poema que ella escribió, y ojalá que la escuche, se llama Angélica.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Voy a leer el poema primero en español y luego en inglés. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión, el sonido de mi gente llorando, el sonido de mi gente peleando, el sonido de mi gente en la lucha, el sonido de mi gente muriendo. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión, miro la laceración sangrienta de nuestra lucha, miro la discriminación infinita Miro el sufrimiento interminable. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión. El olor de la pobreza creciente, el hedor putrido de la muerte. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión. ¿Lo hago otra vez? Ok. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión. El sonido de mi gente llorando, el sonido de mi gente peleando, el sonido de mi gente en la lucha, el sonido de mi gente muriendo. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión. Miro la laceración sangrienta de nuestra lucha. Miro la discriminación infinita. Miro el sufrimiento interminable. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión. El olor de la pobreza creciente, el hedor putrido de la muerte. Yo conozco las paredes de opresión. Ahora lo voy a decir en inglés. I know the walls of oppression, the sound of my people crying, the sound of my people fighting, the sound of my people struggling, the sound of my people dying. I know the walls of oppression. I see the bloody lacerations of our struggle. I see the infinite discrimination. I see the endless pain. I know the walls of oppression. The smell of increasing poverty, the putrid stench of death. I know the walls of oppression.
¡Que se escuche! Les quiero decir unas cosas antes que sigamos, pero para concluir, ¿quiénes son los buenos cafeses? Who are the Brown Berets? We're an organization that's been around since the 1960s. Somos un grupo que existe desde los 60s. Peleamos por nuestra comunidad en el espíritu de Zapata y revolucionarios que han muerto para nuestra libertad. Peleamos en ese espíritu nosotros. No tenemos miedo ni a la migra ni a este gobierno. Muchos de ustedes son nacidos en otro país, no tengan miedo. Aquí estamos, como dijo el compañero Stan, algún día vamos a ser la mayoría, pero les tengo noticias, ya somos la mayoría. We are already the majority in the United States. If every child in this place under the age of 18 registered to vote, we could send Ashley Swearer's butt out of here. And we could get Jerry Brown out of there too and put one of our own, que va a hacer cambio, ¿verdad? La verdad, we are the majority, somos la mayoría. The Brown Berets, nuestro grupo, también existen grupos como los de Merced, los de Fresno. Nosotros hemos peleado por nuestra raza porque a veces se necesita que pelear. Necesitamos que decirle a la policía que no nos pueden disparar, no nos pueden matar. Abajo de Jerry Dyer, under the chief of police here in Fresno, 40 personas han muerto, más de 40 personas. More than 40 people have died underneath the chief of police, Jerry Dyer, here in Fresno. Go check out how many of them are black, brown, Asian. Shock you. So when we come up here, we say, this is a beautiful gathering. Let's keep it up. The Brown Berets are here to step up, to help out, and to educate. But like Long Walker said, this land was indigenous first. So the Brown Berets will be here to defend the land, the mothers, and the children. Si se puede, me chicatearon y adelante mexicanos!
See, people, it really astonishes me where people's mindset are at today. See, people are really distracted by the shoulder. They're not looking at the big picture. Because all they know is a new TV series coming out this season. Or a new movie's coming out this Friday. Or a new rap singer's out. Or a new country song. Or a new anything. Haven't you ever noticed that it's always a new something? Because all they want you to do is be distracted by all this stuff that they keep feeding you. And it's never really stuff to enrich your mind. It's just stuff to keep you distracted. Haven't you really noticed that? See, people, with my channel, I'm going to tell you stuff that you need to hear, not the stuff that you want to hear. So if you're down for that, help me out, man. Spread the news, share my videos, and get the word out. Educate yourself. When you waste your mind, you're doing yourself no good, or even our children, or even this country's future. So like I told you guys many times, man, if you're not going to do everything you can to ensure your life living in this country, you're going to do everything you can. Hold up real quick. Did you guys hear about that chemical spill at that Tyson processing plant that produces chicken products? Oh, I forgot. You guys didn't hear it on the mainstream media. I heard that at the Intel Hub. You guys need to go to Alternative Forms Media, Intel Hub, PrisonPlanet.com, Infowars.com. Check it out, baby. Later.